So for those of you who do not know, tomorrow we are actually getting our first big update in college football 26. I know last week they dropped a patch, but it was a very small patch. It wasn't even on like their actual website. This is going to be the first real big patch. They always do this, couple weeks into the game, almost closer to a little bit of a month. They're doing a little bit earlier this year as they need to. And that's what we're going to be talking about this video. We're going to be breaking down all the patch notes. And I'll be honest, I've read through most of it already. And I got to say, I'm not happy. I'm not happy in terms of the online stuff. The offline stuff, the Dynasty stuff, I think it all looked fine. I'll look through it all again. I haven't played as much of the most to even know what the problems were to begin with. But for the online side of things, the gameplay, we are fucked. I literally just dropped a video yesterday, literally talking about how bad the game state is and things EA needs to do to fix it, and they're not doing anything that I said in the video. And you're probably thinking, oh, well, who the hell am I? Well, a guy that plays a lot of online head-to-head, and I know what's wrong with the game. But before I go on a rant talking about all the things they did not do, let's go to talk about the things that they are doing. So our first section is going to be gameplay. This is the most important thing to me, and really anybody that plays online. If you're an offline guy, you guys didn't have any problems with the game. You enjoyed doing whatever the hell you wanted. And I don't have a problem with the people that play strictly offline. I only have a problem with the people that strictly play offline and then they're speaking on the online things, because that's kind of the big war that's kind of going on right now with this game, is the offline guys that don't never play a lick of online are literally speaking on all the online stuff. Like, dog, we don't want to ruin your experience of offline. We don't care. Have fun over there. We just leave us be. Just a little update if you didn't, know what's kind of going on. I don't care what's going on with Dynasty. I heard Dynasty's bad. I don't know what's wrong with it, so I'm not going to speak on it. I hope whatever's wrong with it gets fixed. Same should go for the people that only play Dynasty and you don't play Ultimate Team and you don't play Regs. Just don't speak on it. You don't know what you're talking about. Moral of the story, if you don't completely know the whole story behind something, just shut the hell up. Which is why I don't speak on problems with Dynasty and Road to Glory and all that, because I don't know what's going on with it. That people say they enjoy it, cool, they enjoy it. People say there's stuff wrong with it, cool, I don't know. Enough of the rant. Let's talk about these patch notes. So like I said, we're going to start off with the gameplay side of things first. First thing we got is fixed an issue where play art remained visible after the snap when using home field advantage. Yeah, this one was really annoying, and honestly, it would also even happen even when there was no home field advantage. Yeah, if you didn't know, sometimes the play art would just be on the field, because it would have. I've seen it happen in Ultimate Team, and there's no home field advantage or anything in Ultimate Team. It's just, you play the game. So the play art could get stuck on the field no matter what. So this kind of worries me a little bit, because what about when there's no home field advantage? Like, is it still going to get stuck on the field? They only say when it's with home field advantage, so a little bit of a red flag there, but I'm also not even going to get excited about anything they saying that they actually fixed something, because in the little patch that they dropped last week, all this shit was a fugazi. Like, it was not real. It was a lie. But I hope they did fix this, because that is a problem. Fixed a rare issue causing a player to freeze in place during hit stick attempt. I don't think I've seen this one. I don't know if they mean like the ball carrier was frozen or the person laying the hit stick was frozen. I don't think I've seen that one. And it's always so funny to me. They always, like, bro, they're talking about stuff in here that I haven't even heard of that. I don't even know what the hell that is. The important stuff is not in here. I'm sorry, let's keep going. Fixed an issue preventing stunts and twists from activating properly when selecting from the call. That was a problem. So if you try to so let's say you're picking your play, I'm picking cover 4/4. You could pick the stunt if you hold the button and then you pick it from there. I tried that a lot and it never actually worked. The only way I was able to get a stunt to work was actually doing it at the line of scrimmage as an adjustment on defense, like while we're on the field. Good that that's getting fixed. Fixed an issue sometimes preventing a catch animation from playing when clicking on and tackling control of a receiver during the route. I think they just mean, so like, let's say you throw the ball, you try to click onto the receiver, swerve, or just, do something like that. Sometimes the receiver would not animate. Once again, this is something I've played like 160 some games. Like, I don't even know about this issue, so I don't know what we're talking about here really. Variety of tuning and animation improvements to physics-based tackling. Tackling is kind of wonky sometimes in this game. It really reminds me of Madden 25 with the stupid boom tech, how like the shit didn't even work. So variety of game stability improvements. This could literally be anything. To me, it's mumbo jumbo. Fixed an issue causing blockers on power O plays to sometimes take their initial movement in the wrong direction. I think I actually have seen that happen before, but once again, important things are not talked about. That's it for the gameplay. Like, that's actually it. They say nothing about drop picks, nothing about how ags are absolutely insane on this game. Nothing about how trying to make your adjustments at the line, setting up blocking, hot routes and all that stuff, even for defense, trying to make your adjustments, curl flatten guys, manning guys up, just pressing buttons at the line is in slow motion, and sometimes it locks up and freezes. Those are the three most, like, in my opinion, the three biggest problems in this game right now, which if you just fix that, we got a solid game. Nothing about it. The picks are just a slider. The ags are just a slider. Now, as for what the hell's going on at the line, I don't know what's wrong with that, but just do whatever the hell you did in 25. So, out of everything that they just said right there, I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck about any of it. And I hate to make it sound like I'm just sounding negative and I'm just hating on the game, because this is not normally who I am. I didn't say anything. You didn't hear me talk about anything like this on College Football 25. I really had nothing bad to say about the game. It was, in my opinion, one of the greatest football games I ever played. From a gameplay standpoint, it was amazing. This game, I feel like I barely have anything good to say half the time, because, like, it's just stupid shit. EA's getting lazy. Y'all are getting lazy right now. Y'all are living off that glory of 25, and y'all need to lock back in for 26. Because this whole paragraph right here is fucking bullshit. We got some more stuff to get through, so let's just get through the rest of these patch notes. Next thing we got is Dynasty. So let's you Dynasty maniacs, sorry, I'm trying to cool off. First thing we got is they reduced the chance of rain in Dynasty and Road to Glory games. Yeah, there's that. I just recently started playing Dynasty a little bit more yesterday, or actually really for the first time for the most part, I would say locking in, kind of playing some Dynasty on this game. And I think I played like 4 or 5 rain games. And I know that was also a really big complaint as well, I think. They also fixed an issue where cold weather and snow games would occur in warm weather climates later in the season. Fixed an issue where starters who were juniors could decide to transfer due to playing time. I did hear that there's like a big problem, I think, in the game with like people transferring and stuff like that. I'm not really too sure. Like I said, I haven't really played Dynasty, so I'm not going to speak on it, which is what some of you people need to do that don't play online. But I have heard that, yeah, that's a big problem with it. They also fixed an issue where players could not enter apparently free practice in Dynasty. That's kind of crazy. Fixed an issue where the game could freeze during overtime when playing moments. Yeah, that's wild. It says now you can also change players' positions without it taking a penalty on their skill gaps. They go through the list of positions right there. The only thing it looks like they fixed for Road to Glory was, I guess, a pre-order bonus would be applied at the start of your second season after redshirting. So for Ultimate Team, they talk about there's this thing called campaigns. There's going to be like a leaderboard campaign. I'll be honest, I don't know what the hell it's talking about. It's talking about like there's a leaderboard it'll place you on. It's not really adding up to me. I don't know what's going on there. The next thing they talk about, they're going to add a brand new event. It's called I guess it's called Conference Clash event. So you can make, like, for example, it says a all SEC team and play other players with that team. So it's like a house rules type event. And the last thing for presentation, I'm not even going to read it all because, look, man, I don't really care about it. I don't even think you guys would care for me to say it. It's just not that serious. It's just pause the video, read it. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the real problems with this game are not being addressed from the online perspective. Dynasty, I'm sure all that stuff is good. You guys that play Dynasty Hardcore, let me know actually what you think about all those changes, because I don't even know what the issues were with Dynasty. I mean, honestly, like, I'm also just very disappointed to see that, like, can we just take Stadium Pulse out of regs? Like, I'm not going to stop asking. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining a lot, but dog, like, there's just so much to complain about. I just want a good game. That's all I want. I said nothing during College Football 25. I complained about absolutely nothing. That game was perfect. This game is not. You guys let me know what you think about these patch notes. To me, this is beyond underwhelming just from a online play perspective. I just want to catch picks, man. That's it. I also don't want to get agged anymore. And I also just want to make my fucking blocking adjustments at the line. Like, seriously, I'm not even we're not asking for a lot. Just those 3 things. Adjustments at the line, drop picks, agging. Just tone it down. And some of it tone it up. Like, literally, if we're being honest, all you really have to do is, you know how on Madden, like, they have, like, different, like, game modes. I think that it's, like, they have arcade, simulation, and then you have competitive. Really, all you gotta do is, right, make a Dynasty simulation, make online competitive, and then arcade you don't even really need, but you can make it an option if people, you know, if you want to change, like, for example, your Road to Glory or your Dynasty, you want to put on simulation, competitive, arcade, all that stuff. But just do it like that, so, like, you can just have 2 different things. So, like, the guys that play offline, they can have their simulation, they can have their ags, they can have their drop picks. And then for us guys that play online, we can have our competitive mode. So when the ball is thrown directly at our user and it hits us in both our hands like this, we actually catch the ball. When you throw it into triple coverage and it's one of the worst reads ever, there's a punishment, there's a turnover. When I want to simply slide my line to the right, I can slide the line to the right without having to wait 6 seconds and about 1,000 other different things happening. That's it though, man. That's all I gotta say. I think this game, it will be good at some point. I do think EA will fix all these things. Well, it's just very wishful thinking. Because it's just genuinely not a lot we're asking. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm still enjoying playing the game, but it definitely gets hindered a lot with all these, discrepancies that are going on with the game. And I do hope at some point EA listens and they just, they make it happen. You guys let me know what you think overall about this patch. I think, if we're being honest, this patch was mostly centered around the Dynasty things. And I didn't really know what problems were going on with Dynasty. So for you guys that do play Dynasty out there, let me know what you think about the patch. I just recently started my first Dynasty as well, so I'm kind of getting into these things. Haven't really experienced any of this stuff because I haven't finished year 1 yet. But look, man, I just want the game to be good. That's it. And I'm just not going to settle for anything less. It's just what it is. And I'm not saying like the game has to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect. Trust me. I'm probably one of the very few people out there that is actually, I'm not going to say fault for EA saying they've made good games, but like, in my opinion, I think College Football 25 is an all-time classic. I did think Madden 25 was horrible, but I think everybody can agree with that. I think Madden 24 is a very good game. I think Madden 23 was a very good game. Hell, Madden 22 I think was a good game once. Well, I'm not going to say a good game, but it was a better game once Escape Artist kind of got toned down a little bit, but it was a pretty fun game. I also even think Madden 21 was a good game. I think Madden 20 was a fun game, but a very aggravating game. The point I'm getting at is I think EA has actually done a very good job from a gameplay perspective with a lot of these games. Now, as for other game modes like franchise and all that stuff, I'm sure it's been a little lackluster. People have told me. I just speak on these games from a gameplay point of view because that's the thing I really only care about in these games. And I just want to see College Football 26 be in a good state. That's enough of me talking, man. I think I've done enough ranting for this video. If you guys have enjoyed this video though, man, drop a like. If you're not subbed to the channel, sub up. Got a lot of more content coming on the way. Gonna get out gameplays, breakdowns, playbook stuff, talking about a bunch of different stuff with the game, and especially when they drop more patch stuff related like this, I'll always talk about it. If you're not subbed, go ahead and sub up. I mean, it's literally free. But till next time, man, I'll see y'all boys in the next one.